Gaffer, a trip to Scunthorpe is next on the agenda. What can we expect from a game at Glanford Park?
Another journey, eh? It's Saturdays away at this football club, isn't it? What can we expect? Well, they're in a good vein of form. They've produced a good win the other night. We know that Bury have been going well at the top end of the league, and it's no mean feat to go there and pick the points up. So that'll tell you, where they're at in terms of their form and their ability. They've got some very good players, very experienced players, and they'll be a tough proposition.
And obviously from Tuesday night, you obviously said there are things that you can definitely take from the game in terms of working on them. What have the players been like in training since that game?
Well, it's very much a question first of recovering their bodies, and then looking to build on certain of the attributes that I think were missing the other night. Our passing was nowhere near as sharp as it's been. Our movement was nowhere near as energetic as it's been. So we really want to get that back into our game. We need to be building our play. Yeah, we dominated possession in terms of pass count. You look at the pass count and you think what you're moaning about. But I think we've got more in us. And what we do take, though, is the knowledge that we can recover from Saturday to Tuesday. We can win on Tuesday nights. 3-2 doesn't have to be in their favour. It can be in ours. And it was certainly nice to produce that result. And I think mentally that'll be a big turning point in the football club's nature. Because I know the football clubs had a bit of a thing about Tuesday night, so it's good to leave that behind and step forward and show that we can be progressive and we can leave things in the past.
You have to make one change, obviously, with Jermaine being suspended. Is there temptation there to freshen things up at this stage, or are you a manager that wants consistency with selection?
No, I think you've got to look at things completely afresh every game. You've got to look at who seems to be right. And what does the science tell you about their state of readiness for the next game? Some of it's mental, some of it's recovery, some of it's just sense, instinct on the training ground. So I look at it always, who's right for the next game. We've won what we've won, but to win the next game, you need players who are right to win the next game, players who are motivated to win the next game, players who've got the energy to win the next game. And when you take a player out, you can't assume it's just a question of like one for one. Sometimes you have to change him and him to replace him. The nature of a team, the ingredients you need in a team dictate that.
Martin Samuelson obviously trained probably for the first time with his new teammates today because he came in late, obviously, on Tuesday. What did you make of his first training session? How easy is it for someone of that age to link straight into a senior environment?
Yeah, it's never easy for anybody to join a new environment. It depends how quickly you try and push yourself. I've joined this football club and tried to take it really slowly. I've tried to come in and integrate myself into the club rather than make the club learn about me. And a player has got his own nature and he'll bring himself in his own way. Some people are really forceful about who they are, and others just take it easy. Martin's very much a lad who he's quiet and unassuming if confident, and he's stepped onto the training ground and he's starting to show a little bit of what he's about, and he's finding out about the people around him, and he's taking it nice and steady. There's no big attitude to deal with. There's just a quiet, confident young man who's wanting and ready to play his first Football League experience.